Hello everybody, my name is Matt Wan and I am the president of Max Potential Institute, and I am here with Ashley Duplin, our National Business Director. Ashley, what's happening?
I am so happy to be here with you right now.
Good. Well, today we're going to have an important discussion, and this discussion is actually going to be geared towards the management staff and the leadership staff in the dealerships, right?
Yeah, it's very important.
Right. And we actually have a lot of experience in this area. We want to talk today about the new hire onboarding process and what it takes to get new people, and then how important it is after you get some new salespeople for your dealership that we onboard them properly and that we take care of them.
Exactly, because we want them to stick. We want them to be happy to be there.
Want them to stick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the experience that we go through is incredible, isn't it?
Oh.
So it's a lot of work to find people. It's a lot of work to find people that are actually good people, okay?
People.
So we want to gear this one towards leadership and management. In fact, what I like to say is that if you're in the car business and you're in leadership or management, and let me tell you something, share this with your entire staff and then forward this. Please share this video with anybody who you know in the car business, especially in management, leadership, ownership, general management, because this is vitally important. We know how hard it is to get good people.
We do. Yes, we see it every day.
Every day. We interview people like crazy, don't we?
Hundreds of thousands.
One of our things that we do for our dealer clients is that we actually pre-screen potential new employees. Mm-hmm. We then, after we pre-screen them, we get them in the door. We actually interview them in person for our dealerships.
Yep.
And then if we feel that they're going to make it and we like them, then we put them in training.
And even there, we don't necessarily keep them.
Correct. What do?
We blow them out after 2 days if they just don't make it. If they just don't have what it takes, if you don't have the selling ability, if you look like you're a dead fish in your seat and you're not interacting with the class, we got to cut you loose because you're never going to make it. You're never going to make it out there.
Right. So we put you in we put the employees, the potential employees in the training class. And then if they make it through the training class, then we send them for the actual final interview at the dealership level. So when they get, for our clients at least this is, when they get to the dealership, I mean, they've been pre-screened, they have been interviewed personally, they have been fully trained for a 4-day sales boot camp, and then we send them over to the dealership to hire them. And 90% of it's done because with our dealer clients, they realize that we send them some pretty good quality people.
Yes.
Right? It's 10% up to the person.
Yes.
But then once we agree, once the dealerships agree to bring those folks on, that's where it's the moment of truth.
Of course.
It's that onboarding process.
If they're going to stay or if they're going to sink because they're just not welcome. It's unreal how much feedback we get where these salespeople, they come in and they say, oh my God, I was so excited to go to these dealerships, and then I waited for 3 hours and they kind of fluffed me off, or they didn't even acknowledge me, or they just made me so uncomfortable, and I just don't know if it's a good fit for me. I don't know if it's a good place for me to work.
Yeah, and that's the truth. So what happens is a lot of times we drop the ball as managers, and this may not be at your dealership, especially if you're watching this right now, but it may be at your dealership, and if it is, hey, take these pointers and really put them into place at your dealership. What we're going to go over with you today is the best practices, the new hire onboarding practices for the best dealerships. And we got this from a lot of different research as well as our own, obviously, experience on what we can do, the moment of truth, to hire people so that we create such a positive experience that they're excited to come to work at the dealership and they tell all their friends about it. Because remember, when we hire an employee, especially in the sales department, it doesn't matter, any department. And this is really for any business. It's not just a car business.
Exactly.
It's any business. It's not that the employee doesn't work out. It's that we fail the employee most of the time. We fail the employee by not doing the right thing from the moment that they walk in. Okay?
Exactly.
And our most important asset is our people, isn't it?
Of course. That's how, we all eat.
Our most important asset. Salespeople are the most important people in your dealership. So this is really geared towards leadership and management. Remember this, and if you don't believe this way, then you need to look in the mirror. Salespeople are the most important people in the dealership. Okay,
Absolutely.
Without question, and we have to treat them like that, right?
Of course.
We have to give them all that support. So let's go through some basic best onboarding practices for the new hires. Okay, first of all, the interview process. Number one, and we have a whole class on this, by the way. So if you're interested, reach out to me. We'll talk to you about setting you up for our leadership course, which we talk about this for a whole day. We talk about all kinds of different things, and this is one segment of it. Number one, that potential candidate will arrive at your dealership and ask to see the sales manager or the hiring manager. At that time, the sales manager or the hiring manager will immediately greet the candidate and welcome them to the dealership. Key.
Every time.
Don't wait. If somebody comes in asking, hey, I'm here for the interview, I'm here to see the sales manager, a lot of times what happens is that a sales manager will say, hey, there's a guy, somebody will come over and say, hey, there's a guy out there looking for an interview. Sales manager's busy. They're working deals, man. They're doing deals. They're doing dealer trades. They're doing whatever they're doing, right?
They're on time. They're on time right now.
They look over, right?
Yep.
And they go back to their work.
Right. Don't even acknowledge them.
Don't acknowledge them. 45 minutes later, sometimes an hour later, the people are still waiting to get an interview. They're done with their application, the whole 9 yards. Even if you're a super busy manager, it is imperative that when somebody walks in for an interview, the moment of truth, the experience that they get is vitally important. Hey, we always talk about the moment of truth for the customer at the meet and greet, right?
Of course, yeah.
Prompt greeting, right? Hey, how are you? Welcome to my dealership.
Hey,
right?
Glad to be here.
Same thing with the employee, the new potential employee.
Make them feel welcome. Make them want to work for you.
Yes.
I mean, how many times can you say, we've talked to these people, and you can say, hey, do you like where you work? Do you enjoy your managers? I don't think we get maybe like a handful of people that like say, hey, I can't wait to go to work. I love the people that I work for. They make me feel welcome. I feel like I'm getting, the most respect there and all this stuff. We have more people that are just wishing they got acknowledged from day one.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate that they're like that.
It really is. And when we have our dealer clients, we train them on this process, and they really buy into this. And we don't have that experience much with our good dealerships moving forward, right? Because we try to change their whole mindset on this concept.
And they've been coming to the leadership program.
They come to the managers, come to the leadership program, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's that important. Even if you're super busy, hey, you're working 5 deals at one time. I get it, man. I've been there, done that. I understand. Stop for 1 second. You go out there and acknowledge the person who just walked in for that interview and say, hi, Ashley, how are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Matt. I'm the sales manager. Nice to meet
Matt.
you. Ashley, I'll be with you in a few minutes if you don't mind. I'm just working a bunch of deals right now, a little bit busy. You mind?
No, not at all. I'll be here when you're ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Done. Now at least you've acknowledged the person, right? Now, what we say is that the hiring manager or the sales manager should meet with that person within 10 minutes of them getting to the dealership and actually start the interview process. But sometimes, as we know, you can't. You're really super busy. So if that's really the case, at least acknowledge the person and let them know to expect that you're going to be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you're going to be.
Whatever it is.
This way they know.
Tell them, right. Just keep them in the loop. That's what they're asking for, just to be acknowledged.
Just to be acknowledged, right? So that's the first step. And it gives a much positive experience, just like greeting a customer on a lot.
Yeah.
Now, you interview the person, you like the person, and you want to hire them. So you're going to send them for the drug test. So what we say is backgrounds and drug tests should be processed immediately. Why? Well, several reasons. Because we want to get the people working within 72 hours.
And you guys need them.
Right.
A lot of our clients, they need people. They need people now. They need people yesterday. Why are we prolonging it? Get it done. We're happy to send them over.
Test.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Don't delay the process. Here's why. We know it's going to take 72 hours for the process to take place, and as well as, drug tests and background checks and everything to come back. So we understand that. So the importance of getting employees, keep their motivation, keep them motivated, keep them excited about coming to work. It's important to actually go ahead and make that process. Now, background checks and drug tests are done. They're done within 72 hours. The manager needs to confirm with the candidate it's okay to hire with the HR department. Once cleared, the HR manager will call back the candidate and schedule the appointment to start them immediately. Get them started within 72 hours.
Absolutely, if you can. If you can help it. Unless you're a big corporation, there's a little more.
It might take a 4-day process. Yeah. But the important thing is you don't want to lose these people enthusiasm about that positive experience when they come in. Now, here's what's really important.
Right, because they just left us and they're super pumped to come work for you. Super pumped.
Super pumped.
Can't wait.
And if you're not one of our clients, it doesn't matter. Do this. Right?
Yeah,
because they're still pumped to get to work, start selling cars, right?
Absolutely. That's why they answered the ad. They wanted to be part of the job.
And let's face it, most people get in the car business. They get in the car business, and frankly, they're not getting in the car business because they're super wealthy and they just want to change their career.
Right.
Usually these people need a job.
Exactly.
So you don't want to keep them out of work. They're excited, man. They want to get to work. Give them that positive experience. Now, it's imperative to follow the following steps because the first impression of the dealership is everything for the dealership, okay? Everything for that employee, and it's going to set the tone for the onboarding process. Letting candidates wait an hour for the interview or 2 weeks to get processed doesn't work. It deflates them. It's like a balloon, and you pop it. So, day one, when the employee starts, first impression is everything. It's everything. Huge. When a customer's on a lot, it's the same thing.
Absolutely.
So here's the things that we say. It's called the big welcome. When somebody starts as an employee, have the assigned manager give the new employee a dealership tour. That's right. Take them to each department and introduce them to everyone that's available. Sales department, F&I, service, parts, body shop, accounting, and especially the receptionist.
Right.
So introduce people. A lot of times we see this a lot in a lot of different dealerships. Not necessarily our clients, but somebody starts for the first day and they're kind of walking around aimlessly.
Lost. Completely lost.
What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'll go look at some cars.
Right, no direction.
No
they have
direction.
no idea what they're doing.
Right. So you introduce them. Have a manager assigned to that person so that they feel comfortable. Again, it's the big welcome. Okay? Give them what they want. We can't stress this enough.
No, and you know what?
We can't stress it enough.
Put it like this. Let's put a spin on it for a minute, right? These people, if they stay with you for years, they're going to become your family. We all know living at a car dealership, working at a car dealership, that's your first family. And then you come home to your real family, but it's like your second family. Wouldn't you want them to feel welcome and you introduce them to, if they come to your house, your wife, your kids, your sister, your brother, whoever's there? It's like the same thing. The parts department, the service department, the sales department, the service. Shouldn't they know and feel welcome in their home? Because that's technically where they're going to be living.
Great point. It's
right?
the truth. It's our second family. In fact, we spend more time at work than we do our family.
Of course. Absolutely.
So that's a great point. Treat the employee
like their family.
Like their family.
Because they're going to be your family member. You're going to live and breathe with this person because they're going to be hopefully with you guys a long time.
And you're going to invest all your time and energy
Absolutely.
into grooming this person, into training this person, and to mentoring this person, right? So it is really that important,
Huge,
right?
huge.
Day one, not only you do the big welcome and you introduce them to everybody, but you get the new employee into the system. What does that mean? Make sure the employee gets access to the CRM system. Make sure they get access to the key machine. Make sure they get access to the manufacturer certification training websites. Make sure that they have access to the dealership time clock so they can start timing themselves and any other systems that the dealership may have. Give them everything they need in order to feel important that you care about them, right?
Absolutely, and to be successful. The whole purpose that they're there is that they're going to make you guys money. Make them feel welcome. Make them want to work there. Make them hustle for you.
Yes.
They want to, not just for themselves and their own livelihood, but for all of you. Like, make them, feel like this is where they belong.
A lot of times what happens is, and this might hit you guys between the eyes a little bit because it happens. An employee starts for the first day, and rather than taking the time to really do this with the employee, I said, you know what, Ash, I'll tell you what, go check out some cars and go drive some cars if that's okay. Just go figure them out. Go look at the Camry and the Celica. The Camry and the Corolla. Go drive those cars, and then I'll get with you this afternoon. Because I'm super busy, right? But what happens now? The employee goes and says, well, where are the keys? They don't even know where the keys are, day one.
Right.
And then they're asking other salespeople hey, can you help me get some keys for this Camry? I think this is the stock number. That's not the right approach.
No, absolutely not.
Just think about that, right? So you want to really on day one take care of this person. Welcome them. Show them some love. Show them some care. Okay? This is any career, not just the car business, right?
Absolutely.
Get them into the system. Get them everything that you need. And here's a really, really important part that we can't stress enough. Give the new salesperson their own space.
Absolutely.
Whether it's sharing a desk with somebody if you don't have the room, whether it's their own desk, whether it's their own office, which you guys may have, but give them space. People need their own domain to kind of get settled in.
Remember,
Remember, they're nervous, right? They're starting something new. They're nervous.
Right.
So we, as managers and leaders, want this person to be loved on. We want to make them feel comfortable. We want to make them feel we're organized, right? So day one, make sure you get them into the system. You introduce them to everybody. You give them their own space. You even tell them to go drive some cars, maybe get some information about, teach them about the stock number system, about where the new cars are, about where the used cars are, how this stuff works. People are intelligent. They'll get it, okay? Even send out a welcome email. Make sure that the new employee has their own email address. So matt@abcmotors.com. Make sure they're signed on to the email system. Day one. And then let the HR department, whoever the head of HR is, send out a really wonderful welcome email to everyone in the dealership. Think about it. I'd like to welcome Ashley Duplin to the team here at ABC Motors. Let's give her a big welcome. She's in the sales department and she started today.
Yeah, that would make you feel amazing.
Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's showing the love to the people. This way they got a positive experience. This way, when they go home to their real family,
right,
they can say, how was your first day, honey? Man, this company's great. I got to know everybody in each department. They sent out an email. I got my own key machine. I got my own CRM login.
Right, I already feel like one of them. It's amazing.
I'm part of the team.
Absolutely, I'm part of the team. It's great, you know?
Or, how was your first day, honey? I don't know.
I don't think this place is going to work out. I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't give me anything. I was kind of lost a little bit. I mean, this is what happens on a daily basis, guys. I mean, let's be honest. Now, this may not be happening at your dealership, but it's really important. Now, let's get to day two because we don't have much time here, right? Day two, factory certification and one-on-ones. So in the morning, you always start your new employee on the factory certification process and have them spend at least 3 to 4 hours on getting certified on product knowledge. You're giving them an assignment to do. In other words, they're not just aimlessly walking around. So Ashley, I'd like for you the first 3 hours today from 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock. I'd like you to go through the Honda certification process. Start studying it and take some tests. Let me show you how it is. And you sit down with them for the first hour or so and help them work their way through it. It's very important that they get certified, right?
Absolutely.
Second half of the day, manager will sit down with the employee and review the pay plans, the drawers, compensation, any other relevant information that's important to the employee. And the manager is going to explain expectations and what they expect from the employee from the beginning. From the beginning, set out your expectations, right or wrong.
Absolutely, because then there shouldn't be any issues because you already spoke about it.
Should be no issues.
No.
Right. They know what to expect. Day three, continue testing. In the morning, send them on the factory testing. Let's get these people certified. Training and evaluation. What does that basically mean? In the morning, continue the factory certification. Put the new employee on a schedule and have them assigned to a manager to review the sales process, to review the specific steps to the sale of the dealership, review CSI reports, stocking and used car trades, TO when is an absolute must, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you review that with the employee and allow the new salesperson at this point in day three, if you're comfortable, to start taking their own ups, or fresh customers, I should say, right? Start taking their fresh customers, or pair them up with a good salesperson that will help and mentor them.
Yeah, preferably somebody who sells a lot of cars.
And
not somebody that's been there forever that only sells 5 a month. That's not going to help you.
Preferably somebody who's positive.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
That's going to help them.
100%.
Not send them to go get me coffee.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, right? Ashley, do me a favor. Go get me some coffee, all right? Go get me some coffee. All right, go get me. Don't do that. I mean, somebody who's going to mentor that person on day three, right? Day four, and continue with them and allow the salesperson to start to grow into their own. Day four, continue testing. Have them go back in the morning. Test on the manufacturing website to get certified. Again, product knowledge is vitally important to success,
Very
right?
important, yes.
Continue training, even do walk-around contests. What do I mean? Have a walk-around contest on product knowledge with all your new people. And even people that are there for a month or 2 months, put a little spiff out there. What do I mean? Maybe put a $50 spiff. Whoever wins the walk-around contest today, or a $100 spiff. Hey, we're going to have a walk-around contest. Who wants to be part of it? Great. You got it? Awesome. Let's do a walk-around contest. You get 5 or so salespeople, put the new person in the walk-around contest, feature benefit, product presentation contest. Whoever wins gets $100.
Yeah, that's great. That's great morale right there. Great.
And it does a lot for the employee because they can see the opportunity that we can make, the money that we can make in this business, right?
Absolutely.
So you want to do that on a consistent basis. Look, we get in the car business because the car business truly gives us the opportunity to make a lot of money. Not many people realize that in the automotive industry, in the retail sales side of this business, that you can legitimately make $100,000 a year, plus $200,000, $300,000. Listen, I got stories I want to tell you. People making $400,000 or $500,000 a year, even more in the car business, in the retail side of the car business. That's why I can't stress how great this industry is.
Absolutely.
Every dealership you walk into, you have a group of people over here that are making very good money, and then you have a group of people here that are not. That's any business, though. It's not just the car business, right? And it's because you got positiveness and negativeness. Stick with the positiveness. Give this new employee a positive experience, right?
Absolutely. 100%.
Day 5, continue factory testing and CRM training. Vitally important. We always talk, we just assume people know what to do. Hey, put your customer in a CRM system. Okay, boss. How do I work the CRM system?
Yeah.
We got to train people.
Absolutely.
We have to train them.
Especially on a CRM. I mean, everybody has different ones. They're more complicated than others. I mean, it's really vitally important that we train them on that.
No question. One of the things about the automotive industry is think about how overwhelming the amount of information that people get their first week of being in the business.
Oh, yeah.
You walk into a place that you don't know. You got factory product training. You got to learn all the lines that you have. Factory product training. You have CRM training. You have key machine training. There's so much information. If we're not organized, it's overwhelming for someone.
Yeah.
And that's why we wonder why we lose people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not organized from the day one of the onboarding process, and we don't have a plan for new employees. If your dealership does not have a plan, then you need to call us, okay?
Yeah,
because if you don't have a plan, I mean, we can send you our training program, and I'll send it to you for free, no problem. Won't cost you nothing, especially if you're not one of our clients, okay? The new hire onboarding process program. It's so overwhelming for people, but if you don't have a plan to onboard new employees, then you're missing out on
You really are.
Okay,
it's
that's
really
why we're burning through people.
That's why we're here.
Right.
Trying to teach you guys this today.
Second week, ongoing training, ongoing consistent training, and a plan. Here's one thing that we want to do, which is vitally important for all new employees, okay? All new employees, put them on a strict schedule the first couple of weeks, right? You might now don't want to put them on your split schedule. You want to put them on a strict schedule. Maybe they come in from 9:30 to 5:30, 9 to 5, whatever it is. Put them on a strict schedule so that they know and they're not lost.
Right.
Right? So we're going to go through 8 quick rules when onboarding a new employee, and then we'll wrap this up, okay? Because we know it's a Friday morning. You want to get back to selling cars this weekend, right?
Of course.
All right. 8 new rules. Number 1, Ashley, can you tell them what the number 1 rule is?
Yes. Reach out to new hires before their start date. Very important to make them feel like, hey, don't you worry. We got you processing. Your start date, we'll let you know, but I just want to let you know we're really excited to have you come.
For example, if you interview someone on a Thursday, right, and you put them through the process and the drug test and everything else, hey, if the HR department doesn't reach out to you and say, hey, they're ready to go on Monday, call them. Say, hey, Ashley, this is Matt over at ABC. How you doing?
I'm great.
Hey, just so you know, we're on top of it. I'm looking forward to you starting within the next 24 or 48 hours. I just wanted to call you back and let you know I'm excited to have you, and we're really looking forward to getting you started. Is that okay? We'll get back to you as soon as I get your background?
Yes, absolutely. I really appreciate your call, Matt. I'm excited to work for you guys.
How many times do we let somebody wait a week or 2 weeks and we don't even call them? They get lost.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Rule number 2, make their first day memorable. Come on.
Absolutely.
This is our family. Make their first day very memorable. Do everything that we said in this recording. Rule number 3.
In the beginning, keep their schedule tightly structured, as Matt said.
It's tightly structured, okay? Make sure it's 9 to 5, okay? Or whatever it may be, but make sure it's tightly structured and you have a plan set out for them so that they're not so overwhelmed that it's an organized plan, right?
Absolutely.
Rule number 4 is get everyone involved, the whole dealership. Let them know you have a new employee. Make it a positive experience. Accounting, F&I, service, parts, everyone. Introduce them. Get everybody involved. Send out that big email to everyone in the dealership. Welcome Ashley to the dealership, right? Rule number 5.
Set expectations early and often.
You got to let people know what you expect early. If you have, hey, I expect you to do this amount of cars your first month, this amount of cars your second month, let them know what their expectations are so they're not just guessing, right?
Yeah, go over goals with them.
Goals,
absolutely.
Yes.
First day, hey, listen, where do you see yourself in a month from now? Let's talk about it. How are you going to get there? Very important.
That's leadership. That's leadership. That's leading your new employee to achieving success that they really, really want, right? Rule number 6 is don't expect new hires to hit the ground running. Don't expect them to come in day 1 and start selling 4 cars in the first day, okay?
No, they're trying to get settled.
Sometimes it doesn't happen. Hey, we just had a guy that went through our class. His name is Nick. He was back here yesterday doing one of our advanced training programs. And Nick's been there for 22 days. He's got 18 cars out.
It's amazing.
Right? He'll make $12,000 this month. But that's rare.
That's rare.
Exactly. That's rare. So don't expect employees to hit the ground running. Just make sure that you give them the tools that they need.
But hey, if they do sell 18 cars in 22 days, praise them. What is wrong with telling these people that they're doing an amazing job?
Yes.
Especially right out of the gate.
Yes.
It's so important. Praise is like something of the past. Come on, bring it back. Make people feel good about working there with you and that you really do like see success in them for, time to come. It's amazing.
Give them a pat on the back.
Right. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Show them that they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
What's number 7, Ashley?
Have a manager sit down and discuss opportunity and their growth options.
Yeah, have somebody sit down with them and discuss the opportunity in the automotive industry and also discuss the growth, the potential, the management potential, everything that your dealership offers. Let them feel comfortable about your dealership. And rule number 8 is build excitement around the brand that you sell and also about your dealership. And you build excitement by creating a positive experience for your new hire, for your new sales staff. Hey, look, we only have a short time here, right? We're going to be signing off here in just a couple of minutes. What I want to say to you is this. If you're in a dealership and you're one of our clients, you already have our onboarding, best new hire onboarding, best practices and process program that we offer. If you're not, then reach out to us. We'll give it to you for free. It won't be anything. It's videos, it's a manual, it's videos, it's the whole 9 yards, and you should implement that in your dealership. In fact, if you're at a dealership now and you're watching this and you're a manager or you're a leader, or if you're not a manager, hey, maybe you're a salesperson. You had the experiences we were talking about. Forward this to your manager, okay?
Seriously, it's important.
And share this video with as many people as you know. Here at Maximum Potential Institute, we focus on the automotive industry.
Very much.
We're expanding, we're growing, and we really want to focus on people that are successful in the business. So, hey, if you want to know more about us, you can reach out to us. Visit our website at mpiautosalestraining.com. That's mpiautosalestraining.com. You can call us anytime at 866-897-0555. Or call Ashley directly. Ashley, how do they get in touch with you, Ashley?
Call me, 954-551-2475. A lot of you guys in the industry already have my phone number, so please don't hesitate to call me. I would love to hear from all of you and really help your dealership improve and be the best dealership you guys can be.